Hi, today I will be sharing with you how I actually make my cashew mayo and cashew cream cheese. Definitely two favorites of our family, and the reason why we love the cashew mayo so much is that we can eat lots of greens, lots of salad, and that is actually your real healing foods. And the cashew mayo just makes it possible to actually eat a lot of these greens and vegetables, especially when they're raw. And then the cream cheese is such a lovely creamy spread that you can use on your sandwiches, on braai broodjies. You can put it on baked potato, baked sweet potato. There's really endless ways that you can use it. We also use it in our baked pasta dishes. You can put the mayo over a steamed broccoli or steamed cauliflower. There's really endless ways that you can use it. And the reason why we actually make it ourselves is that on this channel you will hear it over and over again, is that we want to eat whole foods. So we want to take food from nature and we want to just minimize the processing of it, make it ourselves, just use foods that we get from nature. And our body were actually made to eat whole foods and to digest and to benefit from it, where our bodies really suffer from eating all the processed foods from the shop. They've got a long list of ingredients that our bodies doesn't need and is actually very harmful. They've got a long shelf life, which makes it very difficult for the body to digest and to get all the nutrients. So really, these are two wonderful replacements to replace a lot of the salad dressings that's extremely unhealthful that you can buy, that's made with highly inflammatory oils, and also the cream cheese. And then there's that dairy factor. I'll make a comprehensive video about the dairy, but the big problem is actually about the dairy. And the thing is, I'll just quickly go into a few reasons, although I will make a thorough video about that, is that it actually contains estrogen, because if you really think about it, the cow actually needs to be lactating, so it needs to have a baby to have milk. So the estrogen levels are extremely high in the milk, and you actually ingest it, it becomes part of your body and it actually affects your hormone levels. Then the other thing is the growth factor. That is also a big problem, because the speed at which a calf grows is much faster than what a human grows. And then also in nature you can see that baby animals, they lactate for a short period of time and then they don't go back to that. So that's the same with the human race, you know. So we actually need to think about these things. An allowable amount of pasta, which a lot of people don't actually know about. Then we've got the proteins, the casein that actually switch on and switch off cancer genes. There's the sugar in the milk that could also be a problem. So there's a long list of problems with dairy. A lot of people really will benefit from not consuming the dairy. So that's one of the reasons why we actually replace the dairy with whole food products that we can actually make ourselves. So yeah, enjoy the video and enjoy the demo. And please leave a comment if you are going to try these two recipes at home, our family's favorite. So I've got I'll also put the recipe in the description. I've got, I normally use like a very big lemon, but if the lemon isn't that big like today, I went for 1.5 of the medium size. Then I've got my 2 cups of raw cashews. I've got my teaspoon of salt, and I've got 1.25 cup of clean water. And you also don't want to blend it too long, because it actually builds up heat and your mixture is going to heat up and you're actually going to lose some of the nutritional properties, especially to the ones that's actually heat sensitive. So then I basically just clean my stick on the inside. Initially you can check your mixture to see if it's smooth enough, but by now I actually know how I like it, and you can see it's absolutely smooth, and I just love the smell of it. Then you can use your cream cheese. The reason why I call it cream cheese is because it's thick and it also thickens up in the fridge afterwards. So say by tomorrow, this is going to be something that's very thick and spreadable, and you can use it actually to replace butter on your bread. Makes lovely sandwiches. We use it, you can use it on a baked potato, on a baked sweet potato. We use it in making oven-baked lasagna dishes. It's really an amazing ingredient. Then you can also put your herbs in from the start, but I actually like the texture of the herbs. So today I'm using some green onions from my garden that when I harvested, I had quite a lot, so I just actually froze them, so then I use them directly from the freezer. So basically just stir it in. Then for this recipe I basically use two 500ml jars. I used two different jars that the people in my house, I'll just know which one is cream cheese and which one is the mayonnaise, because from the outside it can look very similar. So this one, I'm going to fill it up. So this mixture is basically for the cream cheese and the mayo, so I'm going to show you how I do it. I basically empty this one, and then I just add the water, a 3/4 cup of water I add to this mixture. Then I know exactly this is going to give me the texture for the mayonnaise. So the cream cheese is more a thicker mixture, but the recipe is just the same. The only difference is the amount of water that I actually add to it. So there's my lovely cream cheese, and our household normally finish this within a week. Then I'm just going to blend it, not for long. You can also decide if you want to stir the herbs into your container. I just find it a bit messy, so I just do it quick, easy. I don't mind in the mayonnaise if it's got a slightly bit of a green color to it, because I'm actually blending in the herbs here. The other herbs that I also love to use is dill. The dill leaves that when I harvest it, I chop it up. I also put it in the freezer. But you can use parsley, you can use coriander, you can use anything that you actually want to flavor it with. You can even put garlic in it. So I would say try out the basic recipe and then see what you and your family actually like. So now I'm just going to blend it for a little bit. I would say the first mixture I blended about for a minute. This I would say is anything between 10 and 20 seconds, because you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to heat the herbs. Some of the things I actually like, I eat it because it's raw and because of the properties that my body can benefit from it. So this is my mayonnaise. You'll see it is more runny, but this will also set by either later today or tomorrow. And if I don't add enough water, then it's basically going to be too it's going to be too thick to use as a mayonnaise. So there I can actually close it up. That is my mayonnaise, and the mayonnaise has really been a game changer for us. This really makes eating salads so much easier, and it's oil free, and there's no sugar in it like with the store-bought mayonnaises. There's no animal products in it, and it is really an amazing, lovely, tangy dressing on a salad, and to eat, it just makes it possible to eat lots of raw salads. So I would use the cream cheese more for like a potato salad, and this I would more use for like my green salad, my coleslaws. You can see what actually works for you. These recipes are very flexible. As I said, you can add turmeric, you can add paprika, whatever you feel like. You can be creative. So there you have it. I hope that you enjoyed this video with us today, and please subscribe and please follow, and there is lots of more inspiring videos to follow weekly, and just have a fabulous, wonderful, healthy day.